Hi everybody. Hi. So I'm going to do my first video in the Roxys Journal of Stitchery. These are my, I'll show you what, this is the book I'm using. I only have the front and the back, but it's so pretty. I think it's from the 1800s, like 1880s, but it's so pretty and it feels really good. So I don't have the spine. So this spine, I'll make my own spine, however we do that. So, so that's what I'm using. And so I'm going to show you these are my samplers that I did. Let's see if we can go back a little bit. I'm sorry, I don't mean to shake you. Sorry. I don't know what goes on with this thing. It goes off and on. It's not good. I'm just moving it. I'm sorry. Sorry. So I had a light on. I don't know. It keeps going on and off. There's something wrong with it. I'm going to have to figure this out at some point. It's not this. It's not this, I don't think. See, it keeps blinking. Okay, so we're not going to have the light. So it's really cloudy outside. Oh, I didn't tell you my weather. As if you care. My weather is typical for the valley where I live here. It is cloudy, not foggy, but cloudy. I think it might rain this week. It's been raining quite a bit, and yet the fog hasn't been very heavy. So usually in years like this, the fog will be crazy in January. But anyway, and it's cold. Usually if it's clear and cloudy, it's really cold. So it's probably in the mid 30s. So there's that. Anyway, so I'm going to show you what I'm doing. These are my two samplers that I made. And I wasn't really fond of this right here. Can you see me? Yeah, you can. I just can't see right here. Because it was so big. But then I just sort of, I don't know, added other stuff. Turkey work. This turkey work. This one is kind of cool. I just did back stitches the whole way. I've never done that before. I wanted to see how it would feel, what it would look like. And I kind of like it. I've gone around before the, what are they called? The suffix puffs. I've gone around before with them, just straight stitch. So that looks good. This turned out really big, but I want to use this I don't have it in here, I'd show you, but this really, really thick, this is Steph Francis hand-dyed thread. Oh, I just love it. And I wanted to try it really thick like, and it was very difficult, but it turned out okay. I mean, I don't know that it depended on how I would use it, you know, in a stitch, but, you know, I just wanted to try something different because most of these stitches I've done before, so it's not really, you know, I wanted to really make it a trial and error. I like this one. It looks like those little pussy willow things like in lakes because I just did it on the top, more stitches than, this is a bullion stitch. I did it on the, let's just not use my big fat finger. I always forget to do this. I have a really cute, here, we'll use this guy. Okay, so this right here, I just did like this, the stitch was it was smaller, like from here to here, but I did more wraps around it to make it loop up. So it reminds me on the, it looks a little bit like, that'd be a good marshy stitch if you're going to do a marshy area. This one too, I just used, this is a thread, I think. Is this the thread or is it another one similar? It was a whole hank of miscellaneous types of threads, thicknesses. So like there was a flat one, like right here, flat here, a rolly one. So I just used all those because I like the colors. Okay, so that was, this was the second one, I think, the second week one. And then over here was the first week. So my plan is either somehow they'll be in the book or they might be on my bin pages here like this. Like this, and then on the other end page over here like that. I haven't decided, nothing's decided, but I might just do that and then, you know, start it with the title page. So I want to talk about the title page now. What I'm going to do now is, oh, and I know probably everybody's already done it, but what I did was I just took a piece of one of the papers from inside, and then I just used that for my template to rip the pages. So, you know, and then this, I think it's kind of a canvas or I don't know what you call it everywhere, but this fabric, it's thicker than just a normal, I think it was a canvas fabric that's called in America, I think. I looked on Etsy or on Amazon. It was a canvas. I said canvas. I think it might be a medium weight. So it's got more heft to it than just a muslin. So anyway, that's that. So I'm thinking, this is what I'm thinking about doing for my title page. I have these beautiful things here of Rachel's some of Rachel's kits. I forget which one. If you really want to know, just go to Rachel's thing and you can, I'm sure, not her thing, but her site. I'll link her site. If I can find the page, I'll link that too. But so I some of these are printed out like this. And I already started this one a while back, doing some of the stitches Sarah was talking about today. But I didn't know if I wanted to cut off his tail. This is what happens. So I've been very stingy with these because I'm trying to figure out how to use them. So I don't think I'm going to use this, even though I really like this, unless I cut it out. But I don't want to cut it out. I don't know what I want to do with it. So this might be out. I have this page here. This will be cute because if anybody, okay, if you know anything about me, I love birds. I'm always taking pictures of birds in my house. I attract birds. I love birds. So I might put this as the title page. I could embroider on here. What is it? Journal of Stitchery, I think. I don't know if I should put Roxy's because that's them. If I should put Pam or just Journal of Stitchery. I don't know. So I could easily, this could be embroidered in there, and then I could embellish all of this around if I want. There's also this one. I like this one. I think I'm kind of leaning towards this one. So like, here's my page here. So it'll be too short, but other things can be, when I go to use it, I could either, let's see. So it would be like here. So I would get the whole bird. If you can see there, I get the whole bird right here. Lots of cool stuff to embellish around here. Could all be stitched on. I could easily put this over here, Journal of Stitchery. And I think I'm kind of leaning towards this. Although I could do this side too. But see, I like the birds. Could always use the birds somewhere else. But I could do this side too. But if I do that, I don't want to cut his tail off at all. So see, so I don't know what I'm going to do. So I'm leaning towards this because there'd be such cute embroidery I could do in here to embellish it. And yeah, so haven't decided. So let's say these two are, not that one. Let's say these two are in the running. Like this. I don't think they can all fit here, but we'll go just like this and sort of like that. How's that? Yeah, so I also thought I would cut out some of these flowers because this is from a piece of fabric I have from, oh, maybe 20 years ago, but I really like the colors. These are, my favorite colors are these kind of colors. Rusty, sort of orangey, autumny colors. So I don't know, I might want to add this in somehow, but I haven't decided. No decisions are made. So I don't know. See, this doesn't really go with that. It goes a little bit with this, but so I might have to ace this until another time because we're going to have a lot of pages and things to do. I should make the decision now. I hate committing. Well, also this page too, you could do this side because you wouldn't hit the birds at all. I'm going to do one of these two, I think, for and then I'll figure out how I'm going to write on here. What I plan to do is make the decisions because you don't want to hear me go back and forth. Maybe I'll do this. And I'll come back in increments and show you what I've done and what I decided to do. So what I like about this is that there's a lot more room to sort of write. But it's only partial birds, see? It's okay. I mean, this one has the whole bird. I think I'm going to do this. I'm making a proclamation. I'm going to do this, like this. So I have to decide. So let's say you have the page width. Where's my thing? That's right here. I could use the other thing that actually would work better. The page width would have to be a bright 2 right about here, right? But then we'll be smaller on it. So, I mean... So like this, that could be right, but the top and bottom will be too short. But what we can do then is what I can do then is just add a border and stuff. It's not that big of a deal. So I think I've decided I'm going to use this. I'm going to embellish all of this, and I'm going to figure out what I want to do here. Now, the thing that's interesting, I could handwrite it like everyone's doing. I could use stamps. That's another thing you could do. You could use stamps, and you could embellish the stamps. I have so many stamps. I have these one stamps. I wonder where they are. Let's see if I can get them real quick. Just think about that. Okay, let's see. Where are those at? They're not there. No. Where'd they go? Huh. Maybe it's not that easy. I'll take some of this too. I have so many wonderful things here. If I can't find them, I'm just looking one place right here. If they're not here, then I'm giving up. What they are is they're little, this isn't it. They're little, oh, here they are, typeset. Okay, I'll show you. They came out of a typeset. Somehow I got it on an auction somewhere. Let me show you. I think I have the whole alphabet except for maybe Q. So see, they're like this and they're like that. So I could stamp that like this and then and do it. I could paint it. It could be painted on like that and then do it, but I don't know. This is something I'm going to have to try somewhere else because I've been wanting to use these and I never use them. So they're metal. So yeah, I might want to do that. So we'll just see. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. So that's just, you know, ideas. So I'll be back in a few minutes when I decide what I'm doing exactly. Okay. Bye. Okay. So I've come up with what I'm doing. I've cut out part of one of those Rachel's pages I showed you. It's quite a bit smaller on the top. It's all the way around, so I'll do something. I don't know what I'll do. I cut out some of these really old cut work pieces of these flowers. So I'm going to put these on, I think, in this way. And then I was given this. It's from Gypsy Feather. It's fusible fabric image that they sent me as a thank you. So this is really nice. It seems like it has that kind of papery stuff on the back that you have to iron on. And I want to put this somewhere, I think. Because I think it'll look, it kind of reminds me of the collages, you know, paper collages. So I'm either going to put this somewhere. I might be able to do Journal of Stitchery on the sides when I do, you know, the strips that I have to put on. I think that's what I'm thinking about doing. So this is what I've come up with. I kind of like it. And then I'm going to embroider all this on here and just to add some extra stuff. And I may or may not add extra things. From right now, this is what I'm working on right now. So I just thought I'd show you. And it's going to be so great. It's kind of, I really like the collaging that Rachel does. So it's kind of like collaging only with fabric. So I have to iron this guy on. And then I'm going to start doing it, and I'll show you what I come up with. This will be cute. I can put in here some of the turkey work, but fluffy, fluffy, stitchy. Same thing here, but I might decide to do, you can see how it's like that. Because this was an embroidered piece, I think, you know, a picture of it that she, you know, used in the image itself. This will be easy. You can even just do either, I don't know, I'll either do back stitch or a thick something. I don't know. So I don't know. This looks like one of those blue vases. What are they called? You know, you guys all know. So I'll probably do all that. This, see, that's easy for Lazy Daisy. I might let some of this be other turkey work that you cut. I don't know. So I'm going to think about it. I might use, I really am the dot person. What are they called? I really like the knots. So I might use that. I probably won't do, I'll just do, you know, other kind of stitches there. It won't be. So I think that's what I'm doing. So next time I come, I'll show you what I've done, or I'll show part of what I've done, or whatever. So, and the stitches, you know, you can get all that from watching the girls, Sarah and Rachel, I have a playlist going too, and what I did was I put their videos in there, and I also am putting probably my videos in there. I only have one. I'm only working on one right now. And I have a couple videos in there for a couple of the stitches that I had a hard time figuring out. So I put them in there just because they were kind of short, and I don't think there was much talking. They just showed it because I'm right-handed, so sometimes I get messed up watching, you know, other, like if you're left-handed doing it. But anyway, there you go. Bye. Again, bye for just a few minutes for you, a few seconds for you, or probably a long time for me. Bye. Okay. Okay, hi again. I lost my ring light, so therefore I have the light on the camera thing here, and I don't know how that's gonna go, but so here's my title page so far. It doesn't really look anything like it did before, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, so I didn't really want to, I didn't like how this was working out when I stitched it. Okay, so, and I accidentally put a hole up here, in here. I don't know if you can see that, because I had to take the stitching out of that. I didn't like that. So then I ended up putting it. So it doesn't really look like her pretty thing anymore. I'm kind of bummed out. I like how it looks. I'm just bummed out that it, you know, whatever I did. Anyway, it doesn't matter. This is what happens with me. I just kind of, I don't plan things because it's hard for me to plan things. What I do is I sit down, I start with something, and then I add to it till I like it. So sometimes that's dangerous. I don't want to cover this butterfly, and I don't want to cover this because I, you know, ironed it down and everything. So I don't know what I'm going to do because, look, if I put the Journal of Stitchery, now this is a weird thought right here. I thought I could, because it's too short, remember? I'm getting this right here, slow. So see, it needs to be about this much. Can you see all this? I don't know if you can, because okay. So like here, I lined them up here. You see how it's not quite, it needs to be a little bit bigger here. But I don't like the idea of just putting Journal of Stitchery like that. So I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I could cut this out, try and be careful. Put it like this, put it up maybe like this somehow. This is the same, kind of the same fabric or close to it. Then I could put this back up here. I could maneuver this to where it's the right size. Or I could just not put Journal of Stitchery because we all know what it could be. And then if do another title page, and this could be on the back of the title page. I don't know. Or I could just not put Journal of Stitchery and just finish doing stuff. So like, you know, or I could write down here Journal of Stitchery. Seems weird to me. That seems weird. So I don't know what I'm going to do, but I thought I'd tell you a couple things. So this is the loopy, and I happen to have some, I think this was called Sea Breeze, but I don't think they still have it. I can't tell. Okay, so, okay, back up. This is how I talk. I'm sorry. So I buy these bunches of hand-dyed threads. It's all kinds of threads, as you can see. And I buy them from a place called GoodyBeads.com. And because when I did jewelry, I got a lot of stuff from them. And I remember they had these beautiful hand-dyed pieces. But they don't always have them, and I don't know if they are, you know, what do you call it? There's a word I'm looking for. I don't know if they're trying to get rid of them or not use them anymore. So that's a thing. But what I wanted to show you is that this isn't, this one was a yarn that is super soft, if you could feel it. And I didn't cut it. It's just the loop. I just looped them. So, and their dies are so close. See, they look so close that I ran out of this one, so I just added some more of one that's similar. I'll show you what it was in here. I don't have the, let's see. So like, see, here's a bunch of this stuff here. So what I used was, usually, look at this beautiful, I love these ribbons that they have. I went and bought some more, but they didn't have the same colors of before. Look at this. And I just love this. So what did so this is what was in here. See how this is like this? Dyed. This was this ribbon, this stuff here, only a different color. And I ran out of that on here, and so I had to use, I used, let's see, they're usually the same, I think. I used one that has a little fuzzy stuff, this one. So I used this to fill in all around, and it kind of worked out to look the same, because they're dyed the same. So that's what I did here. I did the turkey work, but I did it loopy, and I didn't cut it. Okay, so then, let's see what else we're saying here. So over here, I took this was the ribbon that was in there. And what I did was I sewed down the middle and gathered it up. So it was all gathery. And then I just put it around here. I might even have to put a little bit more because I can still see the thing. Around like this, and just sewed it down. It turned into this. So it's no special stitch. It's just I put a straight stitch through here and then gathered it up and then arranged it around, and then just stitched it down with little straight stitches. You can't see them. I like how it turned out. It reminds me of, I want to say a carnation or something like that, because it's so pretty. Then I added a couple of these on because I wasn't having good luck with this guy right here. So I just put one of these antique cut work flowers here. So I'm going to probably embroider this. I might put a bee in, but I'm going to, if I do that, I'm going to show you how I do that. I'm trying to decide what to do here. So if I was to see, if I cut this out like this, somehow, and then I could reposition him up here like that. And this guy could be repositioned up some too, and I could put a filler in here, something like that. So, I don't know, maybe I'll do that. Or I'll just start over and do a whole nother one. I should have chose this one. If I choose this one, if I did this like this, then, making sure you can see it, then you could just put this, don't put it on here, but it could just be written there. I don't know, you guys. It seems like that would work better. I don't know. So this is where we're at right now. These are my dilemmas. And I do have this piece. I thought I could put it across the top and put Journal of Stitchery. I don't know if I like that. I also have another piece of fabric that has been printed on with music. So I could put the music up here, just extend it a bit, and then print on there. I don't know. I'm kind of liking this. It seems this is more my style, to take this off like this, put this on, figure this out like this, put this guy back on top of there, and do something here to make it a whole page. And if I try that, I could ruin it, or it could look really cool. So if you've watched any of my snippet videos, you see how I just sort of go along. I don't plan anything, so I'm not really a planner. And I really love what Rachel did and what Sarah did, but I don't want to copy them. That's lame, right? So we're going to see what we're going to do. I think I have an idea, so we'll just see how it goes. Okay, so when you come back next, I should be able to, I'm going to show you a bee. You got to have a bee on here somewhere, like, he got it in the house or wherever this is. And I'm going to decide how I'm going to put together the rest of this. And I think I have an idea just talking to you guys. Okay, so see you soon. Bye. Okay, hi. So I'm going to show you what I did. I went ahead. No matter what I do, you guys are a little crooked. So let me try and fix that. And, oh, look, I'll use this guy. Okay. So what I did was I cut all along here, as you can see. And I sewed on... I used, this is all really thick. This is like a thick linen-y. I put, this was super thin, this fabric, so I put it on top, and so I wanted it kind of the same depth. And then, so I just stitched that down, the music. We get the idea that the music was there. I cut out the little butterfly. I cut off the antenna because I can just sew the antenna. And then I've done Journal of, where's the other part? Come on, I know you were here. I brought you. Well, I did have it here. Oh my, how do I not get stuff together? Oh no. Let's look under here. No, no, no. Oh no, oh here, it's right here. So I have Journal of Stitchery here. I don't know how I'm going to arrange it. I'm going to put this butterfly somewhere. So I might journal, maybe something like this, Stitchery. And then the butterfly. I really want the butterfly on here, so I'll work it out. I don't know how we're going to do it. Something maybe, I don't know. Something like that, okay? And then I'll just show you a couple ideas I had. Now, I might stitch this right here, but I did find some pretty old tatting. That would be really cute there. You know, like that, only right side up. You know, okay. Like this. I might do that on each side. I don't know. I want to put the little bunny here, I think, too. Because look how cute. It's Rachel's bunny. I cut this off of something, and you know what? I love texture. So I might use this here, like on each side, because I like the texture, and I could just do some cute stitches on there. I don't know. I have another one of these. I could maybe, you know, fill in space somewhere. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. I have the stamp. I cut it off. I just don't know if it's going to go well now. So I'm going to have to save it for somewhere else in here, I think, in the journal, because I don't think it's going to work. And so, so far I'm liking it. I didn't like it, but I'm liking it now. So I'll probably put him down here more like this, possibly. Because I also want to use the things that are some of my favorite things. So like this way. So this was a seam that I cut off of some fabric I wanted to use down the line. So I could just put this here because I love the texture. So far it's turning out really good. I don't know what else I'm going to do, but for right now, I finished. This is just all backstitch. This was one of the beautiful leftover, this stuff I had. Not that, this. I didn't have enough. Look how letters went from big and small. What a crazy person. And then this is also this and this. I used some Steph Francis that is hand dyed. It looks nice together. So they might just be like this, like that. I don't know. See, I have to go sit and look at it and see what I think. I definitely want the butterfly because it was part of this whole thing. So it might look like this. It might look more like that. Oh, I forgot to. I have this cute box Rachel gave me for my birthday. Isn't it beautiful? So beautiful. So I keep little special stuff in here. Now I have, instead of, okay, so I have my labels that are going to be no good pretty soon because it's 2021 is almost over. So I have this like this. So I could put this down here, over here like this, just so it's on there. And we know it's me and the year. Because that's when we started it, even though it'll be 2022 when we're done. And over here I have a lot of little fun things. I could use this. This is super old. I could use some of this and put it across here like that. Now that might be, not all the way across. You have to, you know, cut it. I might do that. Look at that. This is a gold trim, French gold trim. And it's, you know, made like with metal in it. So pretty. So I'm going to change my mind with that. So I may or may not put this down here like that. So in here, I just have a lot of little things, like things. So I had a P. Here's another P. Like I have this P. I might use that on there. So I have a lot of things I could use on there. Ribbon roses. Just look at this pretty guy. Look at how beautiful that is. So, you know, I don't know. I probably not, these are things I'll use throughout it. I don't know what I'm going to do, but, you know. So I'm going to, how pretty that is. I really like the idea of the, of probably that, maybe the P, but maybe not. I don't know. Might be too much. I do kind of want the bunny just because it's cute, but I might not do the bunny. Maybe the bunny can go later. I'm going to have to save those for later. They go in the later bin. I could maybe, if I put the gold on there, which I want, this gold really makes it come alive. I kind of like that. So I might just put that in here this time like this. Crossed here and not here, but then over here. Oh, I don't know. So I have all these things I can mess with. So I'm going to, so you see now how far I've gone. You've seen what I've done. How I fixed whatever it is. I'm sorry, there's like goopy there. So yeah, we'll go from there. Lots of cute little ribbon roses and things. So yeah, it can't be there because it's covering up the stitchery part unless we went like this, but I don't like that. I have to, what I like about this, I have to make this more fringy, like, but like that, I don't know. Journal of, might have to just have it like this maybe, and then this guy could go sort of just like that. That looks good, right? So yeah, I might have to do that. It's turning up okay. I think there's a little space here, but when we put the book together, I probably will do something along the sides. But it is about the same height, pretty much, just not the same width. But I don't want to mess with the width right now because I'll do that when we put the book together. So, or I'll use this on here, like I said, because I like the texture. But I think I'm leaning towards the gold. Okay, so that's the next phase. This is going to be a bunch of little phases of things. Oh, look, and I forgot I stamped this. Wouldn't this be cute? I don't know. I could cut this and do something in there. I don't know. Oh, look, it could go in there on the pot. And it could say, I don't know. It could say my name right there. Maybe I'll do that. Okay, well, look at all the ideas we have. So I'll be back in a little while. Bye. Well, hello. Now I think I'm finally done. And I'm going to see if I can do a bee here in front of the thing. I don't know if I can. But so as you see, I finished the Journal Stitchery part. I just backstitched with different, these are threads from Steph Francis. I had to think. This is that one dyed thread that I got somewhere online. Look at the end is up. Oh, well. Then the rest is how I finish it. I put, like I think I showed you before, I put a little bit more music back there. I added Rachel's little rabbit right here. I did a P for me. I put my label on here. I know that next year will be 2022, but I have a lot of those, so I thought I'd use those. And I just added some more flowers here. Just, you know, cut out, they're called cutouts, cut work, antique. So I just put a few of those on here, here. This is something else too. It's an antique lace thing. So ribbon flower, I mean, there. And just did some little extra, you know, like when you have things in a vase, there's like those extra thingies like this. Okay, so now I'm going to try and do a bee on here. If I don't do a good job, then I guess we won't put that part in. Right now I'm trying to thread a needle, and you don't need to see me thread a needle, I don't think. Super hard. Okay, good. So I start out with black. You could do gray, like dark gray. He doesn't have to be black because black's kind of start, but we have some black up here, so that'll be fine. And this is how I do it. I'm sure there's other ways to do it, but so I'm gonna do the black stripes first. So they're gonna be just little stripes like this. Hope you can see. I usually do around 3, but I want him to look like he's bending. Want him to look like he's bending, like sort of in flight in a weird sort of way. So that makes sense. So I make the second little black one here. I do a little bigger, like this. Maybe I'll do 2 of them because he's going to be kind of thick. Okay, like this. And it's raining, cold and rainy all day. So I love that. It's nice, 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 nice. So just sort of like this. I'm hoping you can see. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. We'll zoom in. Oh, I'm sorry, sorry I shook. We're gonna go just sort of like that. Okay, I'm bringing it over here, just like, there we go. Okay. Okay, now, so I did two together there in the middle, and then they're kind of the same size, and I'm doing one more sort of like the same size as this guy right here. Like this, okay? Now, that kind of went wonky, but I think it'll work out okay. I'm gonna put his wings up here. And what I do is I just do one like this. Just make one of the sort of lazy daisy stitch thing, but now this is tricky because you want it to not be too huge because then it looks dumb. But if it's way small, then it gets lost, I think. So like that. Can't really tell it's like a circle. You can sort of tell. I've got pretty thick thread here. Okay, that looked funny. And then the other one like this. I'm just doing two of the little lazy daisy ones, loopy things. But because this is thick, if I was doing, it'd be better if I had thinner, but it's fine. I don't, it's for me. Okay, so now, I'm gonna put a little, okay, so this guy, this other one got kind of, I'm gonna put one more black over here, over like this, sort of like right here. I'm trying to make him look like a bee. You'll see in a minute how that kind of works. Okay, and then I kind of like to put a stinger in, but it doesn't always work. So what I'm going to do is, I don't have two, oh, I'm so sorry. I don't have two needles, so I'm going to thread this other needle. I'll leave the tail on there. You can see him right here, like that, okay? I'm going to take a yellow now, and I use a pretty bright yellow, you know, because they're usually yellowy, because honeybee and all that. If you do them smaller, then they're easier to look like bees. If you do it bigger, you probably should use, see, I probably should be using a little bit thinner needle, but I mean thread. But this is what I have right now. I don't have a lot of black thread. I only have black, whatever this stuff is called. It's called, if you have trouble with this doing the needle, I had trouble because I didn't hold on to the tail as much, so I wrapped it twice. Then when I pull it down, I have the tail off to the side like this. So it just stays there like that. And then, yeah, you can just cut that part off. All right. Okay, now we're going to come back in here and do the yellow part, even though it kind of got sort of big there. So we're going to just sort of do the yellow just a little bit higher there. Sorry, guys. I'm not a sewing expert on camera, especially. I don't think I've ever sewed on camera, mostly. Okay, so see, you got a little bit of a yellow there. We want to put another yellow right here. And it looks like the wings went up too high, I think. So, well, let's put a yellow in the middle. How about that? Oh, if I can do it, kind of might help with this height right here. We'll see. Okay, we're going to go in here and then right in between the two, like this. Okay. And we can put one more over here. I don't know if this is really helping you, but I thought maybe I'd try and do something here. sort of like that. So then what I'm going to do, I'll do some more black here. So I'm done with this. I'm just going to tie it off back here. There's something else in here. I don't want that in there. Right? And then we're going to go back with the black and try and fix it up a bit. I'm going to re-thread this needle. If I was smart, I would have had a bunch of needles in here already threaded, but you know, didn't do it. Let's see, what kind of tips can I tell you? Probably not much of anything. Rachel and Sarah have all the tips. But I don't know, I hope you can hear the rain. It's a gentle rain. We're not far from the Sierra, and so the problem is that the rain, we don't usually get big, huge, stormy rain. Okay, so his thing's kind of big there, but what can you do? I could take it out and redo the I don't want to, I don't care. I'm gonna put a little teeny bit right here. Okay, a little teeny bit. I'm trying to just get a little black on the other side of this yellow right here, but not a lot, just a little teeny dab of black. Okay, just like that, like, oh no. I can see why. Ouch, like this. Okay, now, because he's sort of weirdly big here, I could take that out. I don't want to. So what I'm going to do is make him look like he has little legs. I'm not going to try and put pollen on the legs, though, because that's a little bit too hard to put a dot of pollen. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. I might have got, ouch. Might have put that in too far. Let's see. Oh, it's not that bad. Let's see. So let's just pretend his little legs are like this. They should be bent more, but, you know. It's hard working with little things like this. And then I'm going to put his little stinger over here, like a little teeny. I don't want a lot. If I could, I'd put a little bit of dots like pollen, but I really can't. I can't do that. I mean, it'd be too hard and too frustrating. Okay, like this. Let's get his little back. Oh, look, there's a stinger. So he's just like a little guy. He sits here, just on here like this. And you use your imagination. Hope he's a bee. Probably not the best way to do it, but this is how I do it. I made him a little bigger than usual. Oh, his little rump here. He should have more black over here. On the other side, I wonder if this is focusing. On the other side of this part right here of the yellow. Nope, not in the yellow. Well, it's the bottom part. That's okay. We're going to give him a little bit more black right here just because we don't want to end in yellow. We want to end in black like that and like that. So this is what happens, and you sort of lose, well, it's a little better. I don't want to lose his thing here. All right, it's good enough for me. He's a bee that's getting on all this stuff. So here we are. We're done with this. And I'm very happy. Or we'll just go. I'm happy with it. And it's similar to what Rachel's original thing was, but it's similar. And there we go. So bye. I'm going to put this all together. Hopefully it makes some sort of sense. Bye.